Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Old Guy Review, and we're letting it fly on Fridays. And of course, I am joined by Yowie. Really? You literally just raced me over here. You are such a dork. Oh, somebody loves talking about RC. Okay, down now. That's enough. Oh, sweet mother. The director, hi Teds, Mr. Theodore Bear. You know, sorry, this is the thing. You are such a dork. This is the thing on Fridays. You gotta have some of me, some of the babies. Nothing to do, director, co-host, producer, over there sleeping. I guess he's entrusting, get back. I guess he's entrusting this grown child and the four-legged children with the show. Again, let's begin. Episode 30, Let It Fly on Fridays. Now, sponsored by my local hobby shop, Arctic Wings RC. I'm going to have to figure out how to do like the sponsory thing. Oh, wait a minute. New container for my adult beverage. Arctic Wings RC. RC Hobby. Arctic Wings RC. Oh, RC and Hobby. So, let me tell you how this sponsorship works. Jeremy, the owner, and Seth, his son, will give me whatever I want in the store, as long as I pay for it. Whatever I want. The sky's the limit. Good sponsor. Good sponsor. Just kidding. There is the joy of being with a hobby shop since it opened. Not only do I get a military discount, you know, I ho and hum. We do some wheeling and dealing. You know, last 2 weekends, because his hours clash with mine during the week, but not on Saturday. Did you really just slobber all over my leg with a nasty rubber ball? You did, didn't you? You rude. So Saturday's my day. So in his excellent businessman mindset, he knows I'm going to sit all week and think about things. And if they didn't have it the week before and I walk in the next week and it's there, because that's part of my new motif with RC, but we'll cover that later. Before, hey, excuse me? The kids are getting out of school. Okay, running around the four-wheelers is not going to tell you what's going on. It's a whole thing. For the first part of the segment, for those who don't know, RC Nixter's back. And for those of you that have noticed, everything's been changed. But there it is, Nick. For those of you that don't know, RC Nixter and I go way back. Hey, I'm talking about Nick. Yeah, you guys go run off somewhere. RC Nixter and I go way back. And first of all, I will never achieve the level of cinematography that he possesses. His driving videos are, dare I say, for a small channel or a big channel, they're better than any of them out there. Any. No matter if you've got 1 million viewers, your driving videos don't come close to RC Nixter. He lives in a beautiful area in Canada, and his filming is just excellent. So go back over, if you've been away because you haven't seen him for a while, get back over to RC Nixter. Let him know that I sent you. Tell him it's good to see him back. Get off his lazy posterior and get to making some more videos, because this was our thing. This is the pinnacle of what I think buddy channels should be. Not competitors, buddies. So Nixter was all about some Wranglers. Me, not as much, for any of you who've watched for a while. So this truck, if you can't zoom in close enough, it says RC Nixter loves Dodge Wranglers. Because I hate to tell you this, but that's what it is. It's a Dodge Wrangler. If you call it a Jeep, I just laugh at you, because I have a CJ. That's a Jeep. A wannabe Land Rover, yeah, that's not a Jeep. But that's our going joke back and forth with the Wrangler. You know, I had to put it on because we both had the same truck. I had to put it on the truck, so whenever he made a video, I had to do one. It was terrific, and that's what I loved about some channels. With the buddy instead of competitors. So, got that. My weather has been fabulous, and I apologize. I have fabricated a fancy, well, I'm going to call it fancy, rig for my, I've got a helmet. It's a safety helmet, and I mounted a rig to it so my head can go. But I filmed the rally car, which it's an okay, excuse me, Miss Thing. What are you doing? I still noticed, you ain't getting that cup. You are too young to drink, Missy. I still notice that at certain angles, you know, I can follow with my eyes. I need to keep moving my head. What? You gonna creepy stare at me? You creeper. So I'm gonna throw it out there and see what you guys think. Oh, you're gonna come up here? Oh my baby. So I'm working on that, getting the film in a little better. See how that works with the little gear on. But last weekend, wow, it's a whole thing. I was gonna make some driving videos. My weatherman said it was gonna be beautiful. He lied. Excuse Ted's. I did a lot of cleanup on my Sunday, which is my Saturday, and was all ready for Sunday/Monday. We got everything prepped in here, had the dogs out twice. Beautiful outside. Go out to do some filming. It's raining. Then it was pouring raining with a mixture of hail. Not a word from the weatherman. It's pouring rain here. I look at my current weather and it's like, oh, partly cloudy. It is balmy. Right, baby? Balmy. Mwah. You are so specially weird. So, needless to say, we didn't get those driving videos in. Actually, I did later. We're going to talk about the Maverick here in a minute. But that just chaps my ass. You try to plan for things, and you just get let down. And the fact that it was partly cloudy, I don't even know where these rain, hail, pouring clouds came from, because they didn't look like rain clouds. Ugh. So with that being said, last Saturday, boom, SCX6 gone, out the window. We're going to talk about Marketplace later too. But boom, I found that perfect client that said, shut up and take my money. Here we go. So, supposed to be saving that money for the new Rolarlo when it comes out. But I decided that I was going to get some bits. Stock up with some parts. That's what I did with Jeremy the last 2 weekends. I stocked up on parts that I may need. I've got another receiver. So both my radios are in operation that I bought from Jesse. I don't have anything for the other radio yet, but got a new Fusion Quick Run 1080. Just getting stuff back on the shelf now that I was lacking. So I still have some store credit coming from A-Main. I will purchase stuff from A-Main one more time, because what I did was purchase some stuff from them to get some projects done. One of them, I got tires coming for the Rolarlos. But basically what I'm going to do is, I've never done one, and I'm fighting this week, because my Rolarlo stuff that I ordered got here in a week. No extra tariffy stuff, free shipping. So that's $300 with free shipping. So it's $300 of straight product that was on sale. And A-Main, $250 worth of stuff, but with shipping. So we're going to compare what the Chinese companies are doing still and what the American companies are doing. We're going to compare the products bought from each competitor. So that's going to be a good explanation, but also because somebody shot me some info about a rally car. It is an 8-scale rally car by Charisma. And it's a Lancier. Oh. I'm looking at it. Let me see. Where is it? Jim. Thanks, buddy. So I shopped around. Guess what, A-Main? If you look at what I've bought from you over the years, you're going to see a decline now, because what I've done with RC Dungeon pointing me in AliExpress's direction. What Jim has done with a hobby shop in Utah, who will ship me an 8-scale vehicle for $16. We already talked about A-Main, $80 friggin' for shipping. From California, Utah, small hobby shop will ship it to me for $16. Guess what, A-Main? I'm going with $16. So, seeing where I can get parts cheaper, and the biggest thing, shipping. So, let me see. Well, you know what? We're going to go right into AliExpress right now. So, RC Dungeon got me onto them. You know, first interaction, poor. Second transaction, 2 vehicles, which total the grand total of, I think, $340, I want to say. That is for 2 vehicles. One Mind's Eye does a good one on. Do a good review on a tracked vehicle. Go see Mind's Eye. The other vehicle was from RC Dungeon. It's taken a long time. The tracked vehicle was already supposed to be here, but it's not. So they gave me coins. So that gave me money off. Because 2 items I wanted, they said they would not ship them to me. I was like, okay. So, boom, a week later, I get an email that says, hey, we found some more options for you. One of the items that I was trying to get, they found one that would ship it to me from China, I'm assuming. Free shipping. Everybody to that point was charging me more than the vehicle for shipping. So, free shipping, boom, jumped right on it. Bought it. It was like $200. The second one said, boom, we found it for you. It'll ship from America, from the USA. Wasn't exactly what I wanted, but you know what? It's something I will want and will enjoy. So I said, screw it. I put in that order. So with the $600 I sold the SCX6 for, half of that money went to buying new stuff from Rolarlo and A-Main and then AliExpress. So I've got 4 vehicles coming from AliExpress, and it doesn't even equal $500 because all 4 of them were free shipping. 2 of them, well, one of them is a name brand for what it is. The other one is an offshoot of a different brand, Heng Long. But the reviews on them were fabulous of this particular vehicle. So, where can I go wrong? 4 vehicles for less than the price of one of the name brands. Had to go with it. Oh wow, that was like 2. And that's the thing. To save money, if you are a company or not trying to screw me over, because I live in America, and you're going to tell me that your whole inventory comes from China, so you got to raise the prices. That's fine. I'll find a company out there that isn't playing the game and is still charging me reasonable prices. That's why I was like, I need to put a hold on this, because I'm selling RC. Instead of just banking all that money, I need to stop buying more RC. The goal was to whoop. We want to shrink the shop down a little bit. Yeah, that ain't happening. I looked at my new shelving units that I've got over in the background here. Hey, there's room on them. Grown child. I can't say it enough. But with that, let's get to some happy stuff besides RC Nexter. RC Dungeon, welcome to the family of more than 4 wheels, sir. Welcome. So, for those of you who have watched me for any amount of time, you know I have a filthy fetish for 6-wheelers. The action of 6 wheels working out on a crawler course or a trail is pornographic to me, and my gentleman sausage really likes it. I may have just overshared a little bit. Let me know in the comments. So, you need to catch up now, Dungeon, because I had to sit and count. I have 9 6x6s. I have 3 semis. They have 3 axles. And I have 2 8-wheelers. 2 axial UMGs. An ultimate hauler. The TRX6. The HG MRAP. The Tamiya, I can't even remember that big long name. The RC 4-wheel drive Beast 2. Home built 6x6. The HC6 from Cross. Yeah. And then, of course, the 2 HG Hemet 8x8s. Love me some multiple wheels. Get over to Dungeon. Check out his new video on his Cross 6x6. And you know what, Dungeon? That other one you talked about that you want to get, the flat-nosed, I can't remember the number on it, but that's a 6-wheeler. That was a, Heat for some reason. It was a prototype, or what do they call that? A concept vehicle of a flat-nosed Jeep. It was going to be a remake of the original Jeep. I'm still looking at that one because one of my guys in my RC club has one, and I love watching that. And wow! On the topics, it's been a good week. We'll talk about some more. Facebook Marketplace. So I've been selling my trucks kind of word of mouth, emails, shipping them down to the States. I tried Marketplace for the SCX6, and I figured I could write a description and provide accurate pictures that would make it cut and dry. Don't try to lowball me. It's half the price of a new one. I may accept trades. First message was $60. Told the dude to quit wasting my friggin' time. He got butthurt and was like, why so hostile? Well, because you're an ass and you're wasting my time. Then the trade started. Just trades. Nothing remotely close. Yeah, I don't care what wheels and tires you have on your TRX4 Sport. It doesn't equal the price of an SCX10. And 2 stock ones, what? I don't want them. I want money, or I want something big. One guy, he had a Arma Firestorm, or Fire T. I instantly was like, boom, I'll straight up trade you for that. 8 scale, didn't care. I know how much they cost. Boom. Oh, well, then I ignored him and moved on with some other people that wanted to trade. I really wanted one of those fire teams. And then when I scheduled the guy who finally just said, hey, I want it, I got cash in my hand, I'll buy it right now. As soon as I friggin' took the cash in my hands, this guy comes back and says, okay, I'll do the fire team and an X-Max. You have got to be shitting me. Even a beat up X-Max. Hey, that would be worth, playing with. But a fire team too. Come on, people. We went back and forth for a week. Let's start with the good stuff first. So let me know in the comments some of your ridiculous marketplace things, if you've had such a thing. I think I'm going to go back to just word of mouth and emails because, man, I don't want to deal with Marketplace again. Oh, shit, I got to. Okay. So, again, with the new format, with the commenters, I got a list of commenters. We're going to cover some of their comments, even if I answered them in the comments. So, Mighty Henry, Jim, thanks for the info on that Charisma rally car so I could find me a potential new hobby shop that won't bend me over. Ace Clark. Ace Clark, you're trying to text the comments. So you've got the hang-along tank. You have to take the top off to get to the guts. And to diagnose the motors, you have to make sure everything works smooth. And that's the perfect way. If those tanks get all kinds of crap in there, and you may find something you didn't even think was in there, a rock or something like that, you have to take it apart to start diagnosing issues. And what you may think is an engine or one of the two motors may be just the track system has something binding it up. So, just for that, RC Boys with the Maverick. So, probably the worst time video to release ever. So, this Maverick is discontinued, the green one. The blue one is on back order. All the parts are available on AMain, but I don't know what just happened. These have been on there for a couple years now. I don't know if HPI is shutting down their China factory and just going to sell the HPI stuff. I don't know. I can't find any info. But for those of you that did like the Magnum Flux video, so these are the stock tires, which are hard and even run in 2S. The car is hard as hell to control. And that's the video I made, is running on 2S. And you're going to see the way it whips around. Now, from one of my two slash conversions to 8 scale, I have a set of these Proline revolvers on wheels that I put on. They're pins. This car is a whole nother animal. But to make these work, I'm going to have to cut the body out. So I just don't know if I want to cut the body, but that's a bit of a difference in size. Not a lot, but enough. But that vehicle with good tires on it is it's a whole nother animal. So I hate to say that now, but the potential's there for, they still have their street truck and their street car. I'm basically thinking they're probably built on the same chassis, and you could get different tires for it and make it like a rally. Just guesstimating. Hey, Gene Flanders. Gene Flanders pointed out, hey, I know of an RC company in Texas that carries HPI, and they all advertise free shipping. Well, just like I responded to Gene, yeah, I don't know where their free shipping is. The product says free shipping. I put it in a cart doing a little simulated action and calculated shipping, and it turned into over $104 for shipping. And I'm not going to buy anything from them anyway, so I wasn't going to make a hubbub and say false advertising. Just moving along. Wouldn't buy anything from them. Webb's Lawn Care. Crazy name for being an RC site. Webb's Lawn Care, let me tell you. So I answered you in the comments, but he also wants a 6x6 and can't decide. Oh crap, it's over there. He can't decide about the TRX6 Ultimate Hauler or the G63. Well, like I told him in the comments, if you just want something pretty that performs well, then you get the TRX6. But if you want something that performs better than you thought it was going to, and if you were to remove 2 parts on both sides, will perform just as well as that truck, then you get the Ultimate Hauler, and you want to do stuff with it. You know, those Ultimate Haulers all come now, I believe, with the winch in the back. So, hell, just getting a free winch for $50 more for a bigger truck, I would all day long with the Ultimate Hauler. And then I said we weren't going to do it anymore, but hey, it was in the comments, so I feel obliged. Falcon X Vid. I'm not going to turn this stuff into political stuff, but you listened to my last video, but missed the mark. Don't blame the current president for what greedy Americans do. That is not what he had planned. What he had planned is just what happened. Canada, Mexico, bargaining. The UK, bargaining. Now, this is Friday. Guess what? Tomorrow is Saturday. Oh, guess who's on the board for that tariff meeting? China. So, he didn't plan to have the American people screw other Americans. It's the same crap that happened during COVID. They stockpiled everything, then charged us out the wazoo by saying there was a shortage. There wasn't a shortage. This stuff was all being made here. There was no tariffs. There was no ban on getting it shipped over here. It was purely to make more money, to pad their pockets. Just like the pharmaceutical companies, padding their pockets. I'm going to stick some crap in you. I don't know what it does, but pay me and I'll let you know. So that's my address on that. Everybody's coming to the bargaining table now. I'm tired. I've just ignored most everything this week. That's why I started in such a good mood. Stuff's starting to happen. And even when stuff good is happening, hey, I threw a tariff on you, and now we're bargaining. You're going to lower your tariff. I'm going to lower my tariff. Boom, instant savings. Oh, no, fear-mongering. It's going to take so long to reverse this stuff. No, we just did it in a couple days. They should be able to do it back in a couple days. And then all the fear-mongering may be for nothing because, as I said, AliExpress, Rolarlo, not getting charged more, still getting free shipping. It takes a while. With AliExpress, I swear to God, the guy's got a backpack on and he's just swimming. He's swimming here with it. But you know what? If it's free shipping, I don't care. I dealt with Banggood for a couple years. I'm used to being patient. And for money savings right now, where I'm getting rid of things, downsizing, and then upsizing, I'll wait a month to save $10. I'm that guy. That's why I don't spend $100 on a friggin' servo or $500 on a radio. Everything I have in this shop, every Ready to Run is still running its regular gear. I've got AM radios, for God's sakes. Why am I going to replace them? I'm going to go and get the cheapest, highest inch ounce servo I can get. Because you know what? I have never driven one of my trucks and just said, this servo sucks. Well, yep. Thanks for joining the club, Maverick. Yeah, I did. I've driven one that I said, this thing kind of sucks. So, with that being said, another week in the can. Don't forget to go over to RC Nixter. Welcome him back. Don't forget to go over to RC Dungeon. Welcome him to the 6-wheel family. You can harass them all and said I sent you. And then I appreciate everyone that was enjoying the Relarlo vids. We should be getting them out soon. Well, where I can film them. I've been getting them out all the time. I'm still driving them repeatedly over the week. Just so simple. Open them up, hook the battery up, turn them on, go out there. But, you know, thanks to everyone on those videos. I'm glad that you're responding to it. Hey, Relardo's got big sales, so, you know, hit my link down below. They got all kinds of stuff on sale right now with coupons and whatnot. So, merch store, you want to buy something that says Old Guy Review instead of Arctic Wings RC. Hit over there. Emails. Send me some emails. Oh, yeah. Thanks for sending me all them emails. You know who you are. Slacker. And I will talk to you on the next one.